Thank you.
Hello, hi. It is Wednesday. Today was supposed to be day one of us doing the decluttering. Well, day two technically, because we did kind of start on Sunday. Today was going to be day two, and I had set the way I had set up my calendar. I was going to do my work in the morning, and then end up doing the decluttering from around 2 p.m. all through till the night, and then tomorrow same thing, get my work done in the morning, do decluttering in the evening. However, this morning I was inspired. It actually started last night. I even slept a bit late than usual last night. So first of all, I've been banned from reading this week. As part of the artist way, this week we were not allowed to read. However, I came across this book that's really, really short, and I was like, it sounded very, it was very aligned to the stuff that it's very aligned to the stuff that I'm doing currently. And I was just called to read it, and I was like, okay, if I just sit it and read it through until I'm done, then I can go back to not reading as per the instructions of the artistry. So yesterday I was like, I think I might be able to read it till I'm done. And I read half of it yesterday. But then I got to a point where there's like certain instructions where I actually have to start doing stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that in the morning. And then once I'm done with the book, we put it back away. I was reading the PDF version. Like I said, it was a very short book. And there was like some thingies that I had to do. So I was like, okay, we'll do that in the morning. I got so carried away this morning. So after I finished my morning routine and stuff, I decided to finish reading it. I finished, and then I immediately went into like doing the some of these practices and stuff. And then I remembered like I have a bunch of messages that I needed to respond to, because I've been talking to people, and then okay, I don't have notifications on my phone. So sometimes I do this thing where like when I'll open and then see, oh my god, there's so many things, and I'll be like, oh, what's this about? And then I forget to mark it as unread so that I remember to respond to it. So I had a bunch of messages that I was supposed to respond to, some going as far back as last month. Okay, today's the 4th. So yeah, like there's a message. Yeah. I had a bunch of messages. That's the point. And and so I was like, okay, let me get back to these people because now it's just rude. And I didn't want to also get to that point where I'm like, okay, now if it goes beyond this point, I'll just get to that point where I'm just like, I think responding at this point will even be very, very rude. So you just let it fall by the wayside. But I was like, nope. So in the morning, I marked all the messages that I knew I needed to respond to as unread. And then I now went back and responded to them. So right now it's 1. And the reason this camera is actually rolling is because I finally remembered to call and ask for the chicken. And this man still has the audacity to ask me, "Sikuja tuchague?" And I'm like, sir, we both know that I am not fit for that business. I need to come and find it ready to. I I don't want to see its feathers. I don't want to see its eyes like before you do the things, No. So I was like, just let me know once it's ready and I'll come pick it up. And he was like, okay, sir, no problem. I'll let you know once it's ready. And then I was like, because last night I didn't cook, I didn't eat. After eating my lunch, I was very full. So I was like, I didn't cook at all. So I was like, okay, I can get the chicken and we can do like, and get some noodles, the basic ones, make noodle soup for lunch. So it's like something light, chicken noodle soup for lunch, something very light, very airy. And then we do our mashed potatoes and chicken for dinner. Okay. And then tomorrow, I don't have to worry about, cooking because we'll have food. So the thing is, right now, I'm supposed to be decluttering and moving things around and removing things. And I was like, okay, tomorrow I have a video that needs to go up, and on Friday I have a video that needs to go up, and I haven't finished those edits. So I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish all the edits today for Thursday and Friday. Do all of them, the thumbnails, the whatever, do the edits. Start uploading the videos so I can upload the one for tomorrow. I upload it tonight, so that has to be priority because tomorrow is Thursday. That's going to take priority. And then like finishing that one and doing everything for it, and then do the podcast. At least with the podcast episodes, they're usually a lot easier to edit because like I said, I usually have a script and whatever. Vlogs do take a bit more time. Anyway, yeah, so I guess today all we're going to do is we're going to cook together so that I show you how to make the mashed potatoes from heaven. And I've also decided I'm going to be very ruthless with getting rid of stuff because I have already started envisioning all the things that I want. And so if something doesn't fit into the stuff that I want, into the life that I want, into the life that I'm building, why am I holding on to it? Why should I hold on to it? I'll just give things away, throw things out, and then I also need to clean up digitally. I need to, like, so that I was thinking, oh, I'm struggling because my OneDrive is full, my Google whatever is full. I literally just paid for iCloud this morning. I started paying for iCloud this morning because I was like, I need more space. So I was like, I'm struggling whenever I'm recording, especially because now my laptop is constantly being like, hey, get rid of some of things. And then I move some things to my hard drive, my external hard drives, but then it's still going like, yeah, now you still need more space, and it's annoying. So I was just like, just pay for iCloud. So I just paid for iCloud this morning. And so I'm like, I feel like I'm just constantly adding on to my storage, but it's also because I don't get rid of stuff. Even on my phone, I have so much footage, and my phone is constantly telling me get rid of stuff. But then I'm like, oh, I haven't transferred this stuff yet, so I don't want to get rid of it. But right now, all I need to do is I need to get rid of stuff that I don't need, even on my phone, like videos, whatever. I have videos from a very long time ago. So my OneDrive, I also need to like get rid of videos from like COVID times and stuff like that. Like, because also sometimes like when I'm outside, I'll record like multiple clips. I'll record videos that I'm going to use for content, and then I transfer them to my hard drive, and then I don't delete them from my phone. So my phone is full. You're gonna forgive me.
Who are you being? It's 1:11 p.m.
Did you hear that? It said, just checking in. Who are you being? It's 1:11 p.m. So I've set it. Oh, sorry, dismiss. I need to take time to respond to that. So I've set up these alarms on my phone, to check in with myself constantly during the day to confirm how I'm feeling, who I'm being, because we're working on building our dream lives. So when the alarm goes off, I have to take about 5 minutes where I just center myself and then ask myself, who am I being? And then observe what thoughts I'm thinking. Because sometimes we when we're doing other things, we go on autopilot, but our autopilot is the reason we are exactly where we are. Because it's the same constant thoughts that we are always having that have led us to exactly where we are in life. And since we want to change where we are in life, we have to pay attention to what those thoughts are. So for me, I have set up alarms to literally pay attention to what I'm thinking at in that moment, thinking about. There's something that I was reading, I think, or someone said, it's like you might not be able to control your first thought, but you can definitely control the second one. So for instance, it's like if you think a negative thought right now, you can, and you go like, oh, that's a negative thought, then you can control the thought that comes after it because you didn't control that first one. But once you notice it, then you can go like, oh yeah, we don't want to think like that at all. So you can control what the next thought is by changing. That's how you kind of start changing your thoughts and changing the way you talk to yourself. So avoiding negative, it's a way of being able to avoid negative self-talk or limit or try and notice. It starts with awareness. I think all of these things start with awareness. So I have to take a couple of minutes to do this. I guess I'll see you when we're making food. Yeah, I will see you when we are making food. Hi. Yeah, okay. Point is, I've been told to go get the cuckoo. And his cuckoos are usually very big and healthy. Ooh, and they have such cute nails, which is sad when see.
Hii utakula peke yako?
Ni kubwa.
Hii ni kubwa.
Ni kubwa sana.
Kubwa.
Okay, tangangana.
Niitie
majirani.
Utaitia majirani. Umeshapiga?
Nimepiga, ni sawa. Weka.
Hii ni kubwa.
Asante kuniwekea kubwa. Umeona umeweka pieces vizuri.
Hii ni kubwa. Hii utaitia majira.
Sharing is caring. Hiyo ni kubwa.
Ni kubwa.
It's time to go. I got like veggies. I got some. I want to make guac for my mashed chickens here, so we need to transfer it to a container. I got avocado for the guac, or we can just have it as avocado. Cute nails. It's like, I feel stiletto nails should be called chicken nails, I think. Anyway, so he gives me all the things, and then now what I do is the stuff that I don't eat, and then like, oh wow, look at that Gitau. That's like a, hey, yeah, so I'll remove all this. I remove it and prepare them for the cats, so it's not a problem. I'll put this away. Shut up. Hello, it's finally time for me to start cooking. Ziggy, I will whoop your ass. Don't play with me. 7:10. Hi, I might look a bit confused right now. It's 7:10 p.m. and I'm about to get started on dinner. I do not care. I'm very, very invested in having this food. But the good news is I know how to cook on 2 stoves, and also the potatoes don't require that much work. Most of the work is going to be in the chicken, and chicken also doesn't require that much work, so we should be fine. Ziggy is inside the dustbin because of the paper that had the chicken. So yeah, that's happening. And now him and the dustbin are on the ground. Okay, I guess not. Move. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's time for me to, I have to start by, I have not even peeled the potatoes. So I'm going to do the peeling, do all the chopping, and then right now the video is exporting. Once I am done with all that, we can come back and then we'll pick up from that point together, because it's just peeling and chopping, truthfully. Ah, it's cold. Okay, so I've finished my potatoes. It's because I want to put this in the, I want to get this started as I start prepping the nyama. So basically I've washed them, I've rinsed them, just put them in the sufuria. Like, it's such a simple process. Oh, you're just like, wow. And then you just moga milk in here and just bring it to a boil. Once it starts boiling, that's the best time to add salt. I didn't add salt. Well, I don't know if it's like the best time, but that's how it worked for me last time, because then you don't want to add salt and everything like just starts separating and becomes lumpy. So for me, I waited for the milk to completely boil, and then that's when I added the salt. Yeah, because actually they never said at what point they added the salt. Me, I just used my whatever. So this, I used the same amount last time. Ziggy knows this packet very well. He even knows how to toboa it. He's up hivi kwa corner, like this corner huko. So I don't know why I feel, I'm wondering if the milk will be enough for this one. Okay, so I've put all the milk. Last time it was more, well, because I had less potatoes. So if I need to add a bit of water, I will, but I'll literally just start it off like that. Just put this in on the stove and start cooking it. Bring this to a boil. That's it. It's so simple, but it's so tasty. Like, listen, I have to say something here. I'm a Murima babe. And Warus and I have never been like besties the way Warus are with like Murima people. For me, it's like I've never gotten around the whole Waru thing. Fries, zilinikata, maybe crisps. Those ones, yeah. Fries, no. Bajia, karibu. But still, like Warus have never been like my, you know, like how Murima people are. worth tolerating. But if you can't go that bad, I'm so sorry, because you're missing out. You're missing out. Hi Jane, how are you? These cats are so drawn to milk because the moment you open a packet, they all just come out of the woodworks. It's insane. Like even Jojo, who usually doesn't care at all about what's happening, he's like walking around, like he can tell there's something, and he's like, there's something. Aya, let me skin the whatever. Why did I put that back? Oh, I need the other spuria for the cat thingies, for the cat bits, and then for them I usually just boil. Has started boiling, so now I'll just add salt and then let it continue doing its thing. We'll get to a point where like the milk will be completely reduced and the potatoes will be cooked. So you see, once it has boiled, once I put, it doesn't separate or anything. I think I want to add a bit more salt. Then you just also have to observe it, or use like a big sufuria to make sure like the nini milk doesn't spill over once it boils, because it's gonna boil and cream and do all the things that milk does. But then I think once the potatoes start releasing their starch, I think it also changes the formula of the milk. I think. I'm not a scientist. Don't take my word for it, okay? Do not take my word for it, please. On this other side, these are the jiranis I was being asked to share the food with. So the wings usually stay with the skin because I'm not about to start doing all that. So any part there's like loose skin that I can easily remove. My milk is going over. So there's times that like I just observe and then like I can lower the heat. I also don't eat like this, the liver, the chicken liver. I usually don't eat it. I leave it for the cats. This is the liver, right? I also don't eat maini like in general, so all these bits the cats get to enjoy. So as much as I was being told niite majirani ni paka zangu. Ujisonga. I almost missed that one because now every time I nini I have to wash my hands to do this because I was touching meat, raw meat, not just any meat. So on this other nini, so this is mine, and then the cats get theirs. This is basically we've gone half, theirs versus mine. Ziggy, you're very annoying and you're disturbing me and I don't like it. So I'll put kidogo water in the chicken. I'm going to throw in some things to try and just infuse some flavors in there as I prepare the other veggies, and then allow that to try and get inside the chicken, because I could have marinated it given the time we picked it up, but who had the time at that time? So here I'm going to grate a couple of things. Some ginger, onion, garlic. I wish I had rosemary. I'd have thrown some rosemary in there. I don't have rosemary. But it's okay. We'll still be fine. And then I'll throw in some cloves and like some bay leaves and just allow that to do its thing, and some salt, of course. For some reason, I feel like the potatoes cook faster in the milk than they normally do in water. I told you don't have to be the loudest in the room. I'm gonna add a bit more salt. We're getting to the finish line. From what I learned last time, it's good to be able to reserve the nini for the next day. So I'm gonna switch off the stove because now this is really easy to mash. Literally, that's all it takes, and you have like the creamiest mash, and you can let the potatoes cook as much as you want to make it so much easier for the whole mashing process. It's so easy, and when I tell you this stuff slaps, like it's so freaking tasty. You'll never want to have mashed potatoes any other way. Trust me. Once you've had them this way, like, look at this. I've just like, the entire time you've seen me, this is all I've done. Steam, steam. And up on the half kidrat they were mean. Where? Look at that. Look at that. And this is game changer. Game freaking changer. That's what I can tell you. Best discovery I have made in 2024, and it will serve me for a very long time in my life. Lord. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Aki, it's so tasty. And that, my friends, is how you do it. Simplest recipe, fastest way to make creamy mashed potatoes. And then if you want to add like butter, you can add it just before you start the mashing process and you're good to go. Oh my god. Like, do you see how smooth that is? Do you see how smooth? Ow, ow. This is the problem. Okay, Shamaleza, now you just want to eat. Now the chicken needs to get ready. Well, I'm done has to cook the chicken. So, once again I insist, please, if you do not have issues with lactose, if you do not lactate, okay, this is that thing I was saying, kukula tu kavu. And this is by hand, no masher, no nothing, just the mwiko. Don't call me. Don't talk to me. I don't know you. I do not know you. Let. Back outside. Oh yeah, that's it, that's it. Everything else will wait till morning. I don't know if you can hear the cats slurping their food. It's time for me to serve myself. I am extremely excited for this. I'm not going to do the whole I'm just like turning it over before I plate it. I'm just plating my food. I have to be a bit further for you to see me. I've put some nini oil. I've used some chili oil in the stew, and I wanted to use some of that on this as well, just to decorate. But like, it's already really hot, and the chili oil I have is very, very hot. So if I do it, I have to do like maybe one drop. It can't be more than that. Oh, here's my chicken. That's what it looks like. I did something basic, nothing crazy. this. There we go. And then I'll get some of the gravy. I'll just pour that on top of the... Oh, can you even see? Should probably be down here. Ow, that's actually hot. Ow. Oh yeah, that's actually a better view. So we'll just do a bit more of that over the chin. I know for sure I'm coming for seconds. So that gives me enough gravy to have with the chicken, with the mashed, that is. And also I intend to have this tomorrow for lunch and dinner. I'm gonna sprinkle some dhania, more dhania, because presentation is key. Just because you're eating at home doesn't mean it shouldn't look cute, okay? Make the food look appetizing. So my chili oil. Okay, I'll probably end up having to near around that area. Let me use the fork so that I do like very, very light. This chili oil is very good, but it's also like, I think that's the whole point. It's very hot. Okay. So much for 2 drops. This food is about to be fire. Oh, now I don't even want avocado. I had an avocado. It looks so good. Listen. She went and did it again. It's 8:27. Oh my gosh. She went and did it again. She went and did it again. Oof. And today we made our stew a little spicy, so I'm having some spicy chicken. And to add on to the spice, when I was doing my thingy, I added some chili oil over the mashed potatoes. The way I'm about to be slapped by this meal, only Lord knows. Only Lord knows. Time for the taste test. I've tasted this and I've tasted this separately. Now let's taste them as a unit. Okay. The chili oil was definitely a good idea. Oh my lord. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna devour this meal. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Okay? Oof, Jesus. Jesus! Where? Oh my god. It's so good. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. This is really good. Thank you. See you tomorrow. My god. Hey. Wow, hey Ginger, you've cooled most of your food. So proud of you. This means I'm trying to sumbua. Lakini za kula hizi vitu zote leo ziishe. I'm gonna go sit down and enjoy this meal. I think I've already said that. Bye.